So you may well have heard that we are in the middle of a Mallorca heatwave and it's just before 8 o'clock in the morning. So I'm going to take you for a walk through my neighbourhood. We're heading through San Agustin, into Catarmaran, up into Illietes. And I'm going to be telling you the very best ways that you can keep cool when the temperatures are really hot over here on holiday in Mallorca. Now we're expecting to see temperatures of over 40 degrees today. So the best time to get out and walk, and even the best time to go to the beach, is going to be very early in the morning, and I'm going to show you why. So come on, let's go. So I'm just coming up to the little beach Bougainvillea, which is in Catarmaran. You can see there's several people out already for an early morning swim. Now this is the best time of day to come to the beach if you're going to spend significant time on here. My recommendation is when the temperatures are going to be really high like they are going to be today, get to the beach really early in the morning and leave when the crowds start to arrive. So the absolute beauty of going to the beach first thing in the morning is that you're going to get that elusive, empty Mallorcan beach experience that you won't necessarily get in the middle of the day here, particularly when it is very hot. So for that reason, I recommend just getting up really early in the morning. You're definitely going to see the very best of the beaches. They're not going to be busy, and it's going to be a little bit cooler too. And even when the beach is too hot to be on, then get out into the water. There are so many fantastic boat trips to book on the island, from Catarmaran cruises, seeing the dolphins in the wild, or going sailing. I'll put some links in the description text below this video for you to check out. So Mallorca Under the Sun Facebook fans, here's a little known fact for you. I'm just going to get past Bar Illietes here. It is run by Admin Anne's daughter and son-in-law. Now they are open from 1:30 until 11:30 in the evening. Do pop in for a drink and a bite to eat and come and say hi. So the best thing that you can do if you're over here and the temperature is very hot is of course to go and visit one of our amazing water parks. That's going to ensure that you keep cool pretty much all day. Now there's a water park in Arenal, that is Aqualand. We've got Western Water Park over in Magaluf, and we have Hydro Park up in Alcudia. Now I sell tickets for all three of these water parks over on my website on MallorcaUnderTheSun.com. I also have a website article on my website as well, outlining all of the top 10 things that you can do when it's hot in Mallorca, and I'll put that in the description text below too, so make sure you get your tickets from there and support the channel. But as we head on down towards the beaches here in Illietes, I'm also going to recommend too that if you are going to the water park, make sure that you go and pick up some rubber shoes from a Chinese shop or from a souvenir shop, because the ground gets very hot and you don't want to burn your feet, and you may well be waiting in some of these queues for the rides for quite a long time. Now my next recommended thing to do as well is to go and spend a day in the beach club. I'm right outside Puro Beach here in Illietes. You can see it's just about beginning to start up to open up for the morning. But this is another great place to spend the day as well, particularly if the beaches are very busy. You can book your barley bed and your place by the sea and enjoy just basically a great time by the water. But it's not just these beach clubs where you can enjoy a great day out by the water. I would also take the advice of many islanders here and enjoy a really long lazy lunch when the weather is hot. Head on to one of our many waterfront restaurants here and really make the best of the very long lunch times that we do have out here on the islands. Now I do also have an article on my website on MallorcaUnderTheSun.com which outlines the very best restaurants with a view over here in Mallorca, and many of them are right by the sea as well, so go ahead and check those out if you need some recommendations of places to eat by the beach. So my next recommendation too is, if you do not want to stay overground over here on the island in the heat wave, then I suggest getting underground and going to go and visit some of our wonderful cave attractions. Now we do have cave attractions all around the island. The most popular are over in Porto Cristo, We do have the caves of Drac and the caves of Hams. In fact, I also have a video all about the caves of Hams and that experience on my channel too. I'll put the link to that in the description text below this video too. If you are staying in the southwest though, you needn't take the ride all the way out to Porto Cristo to go and see the caves. We do have cave attractions just outside of Palma over in Hanover too. Another great activity to do as well, particularly if you're over here visiting with kids and it is very hot, is to head on over to Palma Aquarium, and that's just over the bay here, over in Playa de Palma. Now this is a great way to spend the day as well. They've got plenty of sea life attractions, they've also got cinema experiences as well. It's nice and air conditioned, it's quite dark as well. It's a great place to go if you want to get out of these really super high temperatures. Okay, so another favourite thing to do when it's really hot, especially for us residents, is to actually just go shopping. Now, we've got several shopping centres on the islands. The coolest shopping centre to go to is Porto P, which is on the west side of Palma. There's a shopping centre out near the airport as well called Fan. That is a little bit more open air as well. It's not quite as much of a cool experience unless you're actually getting inside the shops, but definitely worth going to. Now if you are sightseeing in Palma and you want to cool off for a while, head into either El Corte Inglés, and we've got two of those as well, two massive department stores, and they are very, very air conditioned too. Also, and this is another popular one also for us locals, is to go to Mercadona or any of the other supermarkets here. Now down in Palma Nova, Son Caliué, there's a huge Mercadona supermarket. You're going to find it to be very, very cool in there, and it's a great place to pick up some Spanish products as well, go and try the local food and get some stuff to take home too. So I also recommend too that if you are visiting Palma, that you go and check out some of the wonderful art galleries that we do have here in the city too. Now I have made a video all about my favourite galleries, and it's a self-guided tour that you can do yourself. Of course, all of these places do have free air conditioning as well. It's a great way to escape the heat as well, and to see some of Palma City too. Now, one of my absolute favourite things to do, and I'm sure you do not need telling this, but make sure you try out the ice cream here in Mallorca. If you're travelling here on the budget, then do check out Boutique Gelato. They do have ice cream shops all over the island, and you're going to find your cheapest scoop there. But however, I do recommend checking out some of the very best locally made ice cream. These ice cream places I've listed in my article on my website. You're going to find these all over the island too, especially in Palma as well. So make sure you go and check those out. Okay, so finally the very best thing that you can do over here when it's very, very hot is not only to have that afternoon siesta, but that's going to power you up for a great night ahead as well, and making the most of the wonderful evening and nightlife over here in Mallorca. Now, when the temperatures cool down, the resorts do get very, very busy. I really recommend going out, spending as much time as you can outside that you maybe wouldn't have been able to do during the day in the peak of the summer. It's a great atmosphere over here at the moment, and it's very, very busy. Go and check out some of my nightlife guides, not only from last summer as well, but I've also got a few coming out on my channel for this year too, so make sure you consider subscribing to my channel to make sure you do not miss those either. Okay everyone, there are many more things to do over here on the island. I've put them in my website article as well as some advice as well of how to make sure you keep hydrated and you also don't end up with heat stroke either if you're coming over here in these really severe temperatures. Now it's just gone 8:30. I'm going to head on for a swim as well, and I'm going to get back before it gets very, very hot too. Okay everyone, thanks very much for watching. Don't forget you can find me in the Facebook group and on my Instagram, also called Mallorca Under the Sun. If you want to find out many more cool things that you can do on this island, do click these videos just here, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Goodbye for now.